Shalom, shalom. Kal halalim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the prophets of that body, and shalom to the 144,000 and one third, the elect men, and the greater multitude, women and children, and other believers, as well as other men as well outside of the elect 144. Now, there's been earthquakes and tremors on a large scale and on a sort of because I believe it's the Richter scale goes up to 10 when it comes to earthquakes, right, which is the most severe level. We had Myanmar earthquakes there. We've had earthquakes in Japan, China, pretty much all over the world, right? And obviously in America, ground zero, and now Pakistan. Now, obviously, Pakistan, has been coined Pakistan since 1947 when the Edomites left India after raping it and pillaging it for 300 years, stealing all the wealth out of it because India was once a first world country. All right. Crackers went there, as they do, soaked up all the wealth and knowledge and took everything with them to build up their empire, the so called British Empire. And so the UK had 120 provinces or countries underneath underneath themselves. They were ruling over. Okay, and so the UK was like a kind of the HQ, the head office. So now these crackers complain about people from all over the world residing in England. Well, if you didn't destroy their lands and take all their wealth, these people that reside in England now, all these usual suspects you coined them as, they wouldn't be here. And if they are usual suspects today, that's because of you. When you honky bastard, cracker Edomite, you're the usual suspect. Look at your track record. Do you leave anybody alone? All right. I just got to add that bit because I hate these Edomites with a passion. Now, Brakti Havashimashah, we are entering into a new age where the rule of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is going to be magnified. All right. And as you can see with the men of the Lord, the men of Great Millstone, who are teachers, who Israelite foreigners like myself and other Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians of Negroid or Indian descent paternally, are waking up, as well as the Israelite foreigners that are scattered to the four corners of the earth through slavery, migration, Jake getting married to women of other nations also, having children with them. The seed is everywhere. All right. Now, we are also seeing ending of one thing and the beginning of another. All right. We are seeing what has been planted, the so-called white man's kingdom being plucked. Right. We are, as the scriptures say, paraphrasing, better is the ending of a thing than the beginning thereof, because in this kingdom, we're in hell. So obviously we don't want things to go on and prolong, right? We want this kingdom to end because our kingdom, the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, is going to be eternal. We're going to be the real Eternals in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. And the men of the Lord, the men of Great Millstone, as they speak the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, because they are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, the spiritual landscape of this world is being changed. All right? It's being changed. All right? Prophecy unto the wind prophecy. Paraphrasing another scripture there. Even if no one's listening, there's scriptures that are being read, and prophecies being spoken. Everything's going out there into the atmosphere and just changing things, man. Just changing it. People's mindset, people's thought processes. All right. And we are at the point where, as a woman is in labor and she's about to give birth, those, what do you call them? I forgot, what's that term? uh, when a woman is due. Because I remember there was a term when my ex-wife, when my children were being born. When a woman is going into labor, right, and she's in pain, right? Labor pains. Basically, the earth is going through labor pains. Why? Because the arrival of the Son of the Most High, Yahweh, the Son of Yahweh, His Majesty Yahawashi, is returning. Okay, and these labor pains, and another example of a box being ticked pursuant to the scriptures, is these earthquakes, tremors, famines. Okay, because we're at that point. All right, all the boxes of the Bible are being ticked. All right, so I'm just going to read this. Tremors felt in Jammu and Kashmir as 5.8 magnitude earthquake hits Pakistan. Okay, Pakistan is frequently hit by earthquakes of varying intensity. The deadliest hit the nation in 2005, okay, which was 20 years ago, killing more than 74,000 people. All right, we've just entered April the 13th. It's 4:34 in the morning. This news is April the 12th. India and Pakistan is approximately, I believe, they're 5 hours. Yeah, they're 5 hours ahead. Actually, let me check the time there right now. Time in India or Pakistan? Sunday in Paris, 8:30. Yeah, they're about 4 hours ahead. India's 4.5 hours ahead. Okay, from a UK perspective. All right. Srinagar, tremors were felt in India's Jammu and Kashmir. You got to understand, Pakistan was once India, right? And as crackers left, they divided up the country. They caused communal violence between the Hindu majority, the Muslim population, as well as Sikhs and Christians. All the major religions that are there. Obviously, you know what I mean? Like chucking pigs' heads in mosques and cows' heads in Hindu temples because Hindus don't eat beef or whatever. They worship the cow. They worship Baal. Um, they worship the calf. You know, um, yeah. So they caused communal violence, started rumors, so that India could be divided up. Hence, you have Pakistan today. Pakistan meaning Pak, meaning pure. Istan meaning land, like Istanbul. Okay, land of the bull, or whatever bull means in that specific language in whatever that part of the world it's in, right? So-called Middle East or West Asia. Pakistan means Pak, means pure. Istan means land, pure land. All right. So, right. So, just give me a little backdrop and what these certain words mean. Right. Tremors were felt in India's Jammu and Kashmir region after an earthquake hit Pakistan at 1 p.m. Indian Standard Time on Saturday, April the 12th. There are no reports of loss of life or damage to property. According to the National Center of Seismology, earthquake was of magnitude 5.8 on the Richter scale and hit Pakistan on Saturday. As per the National Center of Seismology, the earthquake occurred at a depth of 10 kilometers and epicenter is said to be in Attock district in Punjab province. The 5.8 magnitude earthquake occurred at a latitude of 33.63 degrees north and longitude of 72.46 degrees east in Pakistan at a depth of 10 kilometers. All right. Early at around 12:24 p.m., an earthquake of magnitude 4.2 hit Tajikistan. All right. Let's see the video.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी ये F11 शदीद ज़ल्ज़ला जो है वो ज़ल्ज़ले के झटके हैं तो सारी आवाम जो है वो बाहर निकल आई है अल्लाह पाक खैर करे देखें ये बहुत शिद्दत से जो है वो झटके जो हैं वो फील हुए हैं तमाम लोग जो हैं वो अपने
Nothing major. Let's see. Let's go. Where's that video? birth pains. Okay, the birth pains. Luke 21:11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, in variations. Okay, it's not just going to be America, it's going to be different parts of the world because the world belongs to Yahweh Bashem Hashai and his son is coming. All right, his majesty is coming. And these, the Lord is giving you signs and indications. Okay, watch out for this, watch out for that. You know, the Lord did say, be circumspect, and the hopeful elect are being circumspect. And through the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, the men of the Lord, the men of Great Millstone, and the affiliate camps, talk and speak and talk about prophecies, and they're the watchmen. And we watch and learn, and we get circumspect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. We watch the news wherever we can pick it up, and we understand that, okay, yeah, it's that time because the birth pains are coming. These are the birth pains, all right, because the Lord's arrival is soon, all right. We've seen, you know, Putin talk about nukes and, you know, the situation with the tariffs, which is going to lead to World War III. You know, it's like tit for tat. You know what I mean? People threatening, you know, these so-called leaders threatening each other verbally, whether it's an act or whatever, how the situation is, or whether it's real. You know, Yahweh Shai is orchestrating it. All right, but ultimately, it's going to lead to World War III. All right, Revelation 11:14. All right, and obviously during that period, all right, or at the or you know, all these other boxes have to get ticked as well in terms of the charagma coming out as well, which is Revelation 13:16. And the financial infrastructure has to crash. Okay, so it's just a couple more prophecies to go, and the major one is the RFI to the D, CHIP. All right, we're going to watch out for that. Lord willing, that could happen this year. Right, World War III could begin this year as well. You just don't know. Well, it's already begun, but it's going to go to an extensive level where people are going to be drafted in. Youngsters are going to be drafted in. You know, so all you tough guys out there, you know, you real G's, you real N-words, you know, that are still gang banging, Bloods and Crips and all that bullshit. You Serenios and Norteños and that. They're gonna come and, you know, they're gonna come for you. You like holding the AK so much, you know, you like posing with it. They're gonna come for you. All right, just a couple more prophecies to go, and we're right around the corner from it. All right, and this is just more indications where this is the birth pains showing the sign that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai is going. The Lord Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh is going to send His Son Yahweh Shai, and He's coming. Luke 21:11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. And we've been seeing them. We see the chariots. Yeah, we see the chariots. All right. We've seen shooting chariots. We've seen chariots of different colors, different shapes. You know, the blood moons. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. Nation is rising against nation. All right. Kingdom against kingdom. We've seen that. We see it daily. You know, we see Trump with his smug look and the other heathen nations, you know, saying what they're going to do because they don't want to be bullied by America anymore. Right. Nation is rising against nation. Kingdom is rising against, you know, kingdom against kingdom. There is famines. People are starving. People are hungry. Diseases out there. People are, you know, instead of stealing worldly goods like they used to back in the day, 25, 30 years ago, people are stealing steaks. You know, people are stealing eggs. People are stealing chicken so they can roast it. You know, and you've got earthquakes now in diverse places. All right, isn't there news damn near every week of some kind of earthquake? You know, pretty much every day. All right, and there's probably something going on as I'm speaking right now, and sometimes the media doesn't even catch it, but the Lord is making it happen. Right? Matthew 24, 24. I love this scripture, man. This one, so much power to it. And then shall, okay, Let's go to verse 29. Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Okay. And then verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. I just think about that, man, just seeing the Lord the Lord Yahawashi, physically seeing him, man, just standing there on the chariot. It's going to be scary and magnificent. But when I talk about it, you feel respectful fear, but you don't feel scared like these heathens would. You know what I mean? Because number one, we've got to say, Brakti Habashim Ashai, Tawari Habashim Ashai, for making us Israelites, man. You know, and having his name and understanding this truth. I may not be versed in the scriptures like some of our elders or the people I learn from, but I understand it. And when they speak in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Ashai, what they say, it just makes complete sense. It clicks. It clicks. It's like a button press. Boom. Whoa, that makes sense. Boom, that makes sense. You know? It makes sense. You know? When they say King Marsha is King David, it just makes sense. You know? You understand? It's called faith. You can't be one of them, believe it when I see it, Jakes. You got to be, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You understand? You got to build it up. All right? Build it up. Recent earthquakes. 10th of April, 2:35 in China as well. Pakistan, Myanmar. Let's check it out. How many earthquakes? List of all earthquakes in the last 10 days. Let's go here then. Okay, they're only talking about significant ones. All right. British Geological Survey. Now, significant ones are the ones that are like, let's see the Richter scale. Magnitude. Is that magnitude means Richter scale, I'm assuming? Significant world earthquakes in the last 60 days. Last update is Sunday, the 13th of April, 2025 at 3:44. What is UTC? Let me find out what that is. Meaning of UTC in time. Coordinated universal time. Oh, universal time coordinated. Okay. Okay. Where is this? Papua New Guinea, 6.9 magnitude. That's pretty. 6.9 in Janes Ridge region. 7 in Tonga Islands. This is, when was this? 4th of April. Okay, that's April. April, March. 6 North Atlantic Ocean, 6.6. Myanmar, yeah, 6.7. Central Myanmar, 7.7. In Central Myanmar. New Zealand, 6.7. Jan Mine Island, Felt, Alonkin, Bain. And there's so many parts of the world we don't even know about, man. The world is. These are only the significant ones that are above five Richter scale. So that means there's more than numerous. Latest earthquakes. Let's check this one out. Oh, this is just in America. Oh no, that's not. That's Burma. What is this? One in Burma, 5.5. South Sandwich Islands, Western Indian Ocean. This is America. Yeah, these are all April in America, Puerto Rico, Washington, Texas. All right, let's go here. Nine of the 29 earthquakes in the map area. Earthquakes in the past day. And this is worldwide. Pakistan, we already talked about that. Papua New Guinea, Tonga, Atlantic Ridge, Japan, Chile, Indonesia, Fiji, Japan, Alaska, Hawaii, Texas, Puerto Rico, Washington. Yeah, man. There are 29 earthquakes, and there's more as I'm speaking. Is the last 24 hours worldwide. There's going to be more. There's definitely more than that, of course. You know. Anyway, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Ashai Bashim Rakakwadash. One more thing, I urge you to subscribe to all the great Millstone channels. All right, this thing's going to shut off soon. There's not much time left. All right, we're going to be in a very different world. All right, Lord willing, a year from today. All right, we'll be in the kingdom, but we're not here long, man. We're not going to be here for many more years. The time is very short. Revelation 12 verse 12. All right, the devil knows he's got a short time, and they're going to come down with real great wrath, man. So you've got to prepare your mindset, ready for what's to come. It's easier said than done, all right, because sometimes we do get a little afraid, but then again, we got that spiritual power on a lower level. We have the name of the Lord, Acts 4 and 12. And but besides the elect, the elect will call upon the name of Yahweh Bashim Yashai and believe in it. All right. And those of you out there, I'm not going to say anything anymore. The Lord is hearing you when you do call out. It could be a small thing. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai is listening to you. All right. You got to worry, you pray, and what happens? The Lord gives you signs. Gives you signs. What it could be spiritual numbers, it could be eagle flying over you, Not a bald-headed eagle, we're talking about just a golden eagle, just a normal eagle. All right? Because the Lord will come with healing in his wings, right? It could be spiritual numbers, it could be 444, 441, 555, 777. Your hair stand up on your head because the angel is passing you by, you see orbs, you see lights. I'm not bigging myself up, I'm not bigging nobody else up, but we know the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Shai. And these things need to be spoken about, man. Because the things of this world that are seen are temporal, and the things that are unseen are eternal, man. All right? And the other dimensions, the fifth dimension is around us, man. All right? And I believe it's the fourth dimension the Lord dwells in, or the fifth dimension. Slakia for that, man. I'm getting up in age, and Esau's putting all these chemicals out there. Sometimes you forget, look forgetful. I never used to forget Jack Ish, man, 25 years ago. My mind is sharp. As I'm getting up in age, man, I sometimes can't even remember what I did the day before. Esau, man. But the spirit power of Yahweh Shai gets me through each day, and all the brothers out there, man. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there before I keep waffling on. Yeah, man. Boxes are being ticked, and the Lord is returning soon, man. All right. And watch the men of the Lord, men of Great Millstone. And it's a Sunday, so therefore a lot of our elders have made their videos, their camp videos as well. And also the other lessons throughout the week. I would suggest that you subscribe and watch and learn. And this ain't no fucking joke, so I suggest you take it seriously. All right, there's a lot of comfort in this truth, man, and a lot of comfort in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Anyway, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Bashim Rakakwadash, Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwam Yashrala. The boxes are being ticked. Yahweh Shai is around the corner, man. This place ain't going to be, amen. Our kingdom is coming. The best is yet to come. Anyway, Shalom.